Hello, my name is Neil Green. I am with the School of Education faculty at Kendall College and a member of the Center for Teaching and Learning. You may be asking yourself, well, what are you doing with our class today? Well, I'm here to talk to you about e-portfolios and an opportunity. The first thing I want to do is ask you a question. Do employers hire the resume or the person? And when you think about that, the answer is pretty obvious, right? They hire the person. And e-portfolios are just a tool to set you ahead of the competition in the job market today. It may not get you the job, but it can go a long way in letting that employer know who you are before you even go into an interview, and again, puts you ahead of the competition. So today I just want to show you quickly what e-portfolios are because it's so visual, and then everything you need to know, the site called Everything You Need to Know About ePortfolio. So let me switch gears here, and I'll go to an actual portfolio. I just wanted to show you kind of a finished one to give you an idea because it's so visual you need to see it. As you can see, there are different sections, the goals, values, knowledge, where you're going to showcase great things you're doing in your classes that are largely, once you do them, they're sitting on your hard drive somewhere, never to be seen again. E-portfolios bring those back to life so people can see the great things you're doing. And again, this is an accumulation over time to show how you've grown as a student at Kendall College. And then the competency section. Employers are increasingly asking for graduates to show skills that they have. Why should they hire you? What can you do for my company? And that is the section where you're going to do that. It's largely being built, but for now, we're going to get started with it. And you're going to have support all along the way from me. I am going to act as your mentor this first time. As we move forward, there may be other faculty or staff members that are going to take that role, but for now, Neil Green, I'll be your mentor. And my goal is to help you get the job that you are paying a lot of money for and working very hard for, putting all your time and effort into. So there are different sections. So let's just go to the career section. You can look, and there is my resume, so your employer can see that. And the thinking is, again, you may submit a resume in a traditional way, but then also include the link to your PathBright portfolio. And the employer is most likely going to have a good idea of who you are. So, for example, in the welcome page, we ask you to put a introductory video in there. So I included a sample of that, and also include a picture. So somebody, put a face to a name, so you're known even before you go in for that interview. That is definitely a leg up on the competition. Also, you should know that everything you create in here, each section, will automatically populate. So you don't have to do much about formatting off the bat. You can create a pretty attractive e-portfolio with relative ease by just adding artifacts to your e-portfolio, and then you can edit it. You click edit, you can change the layout, and I want to show you how easy that is to do. A lot of this I'm just showing you, and I know that there's going to be some training that we need to go through, but I just wanted to show you the power of this and what it can do for you. Now, I want to go to this page, and it's going to look largely like this. It's going to look where it has this table of contents. The table of contents right there is how it's going to look for you. And what it is this is everything you need to know about ePortfolios. There's a student guide, and the student guide is something you can print out if you would like. But it has everything from each section that we use the word required, but we're still flexible. We just want you to get started on this. It's a beginning ePortfolio and something that's going to grow over time with you as you grow over time through your program. I was wondering where the words were. I just wasn't catching up. But anyway, there's a to-do first, and then let's say you get down to the welcome page, and it tells you the required artifacts. Again, the required artifacts for the welcome page are pretty self-explanatory. You're going to put your name and what you're studying, and then the 2-minute video is really to set you apart. So you should know that when you log in, you're given prompts or guidance by video when possible, and by written instructions for everything. So you're never left out in the dark. And what I mean by that is some classes work a lot on goals. Okay, so section 2 is your goal section. I included in the sample how to write a career goal, and what I mean by prompts are just questions that you can answer how to write an education goal and what those questions you can answer could look like, and personal goals. Again, in my class that I teach in education, my students don't work on goals, so they could use this as a guide. But if you write goals in a class you're in now, or it's something you've done in a past course, include that. That's fine. I don't want you to reinvent the wheel. That's not the purpose here. The purpose is to get you thinking about what you can add in a thoughtful manner with relative ease, because you're doing all this stuff in your classes already. So I guess the next steps are, I'm asking you to contact me and set up a time where we can meet and just discuss how to get logged in and everything, how to get started. And actually, logging in, there's a great PathBright user guide, and that is in that book that I just gave you. And here are some of the topics it covers, like getting started. And there are several ways to log into your PathBright account, and I can help you with that. It tells you how to create and add pictures or edit your portfolio. And if you're like me, I don't really like user guides. I tend to just go in there and do it. But this one's pretty easy because it just gives snapshot or screenshots, and then it gives basic directions on what to do. So I'm looking forward to working with you guys. And this is a great opportunity to put Kendall College graduates above the pack and ahead of everybody else. My best day is when you call me, after you graduate and say, Mr. Green, I got the job that I want. Not just a job, but the job that I want and deserve and worked hard for. All right, guys, I look forward to working with you, and your instructor will pass my information along. Thanks.